Incredible, groundbreaking, cultural phenomenon. A must-see.
To exit your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 1.
ॐ नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। सर्वविद्यानां ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानां ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानां ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपति ब्रह्मणोऽधिपति ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो। तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वाग्विशुद्धाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। महादेवाय विद्महे रुद्रमूर्तये धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। नमस्ते विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय
The PIN you entered does not match the PIN you have on file for you. Please re-enter your PIN.
Interesting.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Okay, well, I guess I'll try to go back in. Hold on, guys. I'm having technical difficulties with Blog Talk. Let me try to call back in. I'm going to have to contact them about.
Your show now to hear more.
Since it appears your show, we are reconnecting you now.
Appreciate it. All right. Hello. Good morning, everybody. It is Terra Queen Jamila. Happy Monday to you guys. I wanted to come and I've been wanting to have this discussion on this channel for a while. And it's all about cutting off or cutting ties with people that don't serve you or themselves. Okay. So somebody that doesn't serve you and your divine purpose or what it is that you want as a human being, okay, then that's going to create a problem with everything that you do in your life. Is going to create a problem. Okay. So if you are constantly dealing with people that don't respect your mind and don't respect your body, spirit, you're going to have problems in life. Now, people that don't serve themselves, these are the people that are the haters. These are the people, let's talk about cutting people off that don't serve themselves or you. Because if a person is not serving themselves and if a person is not treating themselves, then they're not going to be able to treat you. That's just like it's going to be a bunch of long faces in 3 days on Valentine's Day because people did not take care of and love themselves first. You didn't put yourself first. Now, people that don't serve themselves, they obviously serving somebody because they always up to no good, right? And that's the reason why you're thinking about cutting ties with them, right? Okay. People that don't serve themselves, they are serving something else. Usually it's the system. Usually if somebody is not serving themselves and they're not going in the same path as you are, you're not equally yoked with that person. So it is not advisable to be a part of that person's life. Now, I'm just going to say this about your narcissistic family members. Cut them off if you have to. Remove the hex and then go no contact and don't tell them where you're at. Facts. That's all you can do. Because there are a lot of families If you have a narcissistic family, they're going to treat you more like a slave and not a family member. Quite frankly, those are people that don't serve your divine purpose because you have a totally different idea of your life. You want independence. You want freedom. You want love. You want happiness, but they want you to serve the system. Some of y'all had parents that gave birth to y'all just so that you can become a fucking statistics. Hello? That's the only reason why they even gave birth to you is because to become a statistic. Because a lot of people are under mind control. I got a couple callers already. Let's talk about it. Caller, you're live. Caller, you're live. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Let me tell you the danger about being themselves. A person that does not serve themselves is serving something. So it might just be a demonic entity that's feeding off of you. You ever think about that? That maybe that person could be serving because they don't do anything to enrich their own lives. They don't have a problem with staying the way that they are. And when they see you branching out and having growth, they want to stop it. I've had nothing but my enemies trying to stop me from flourishing. And they don't care. When somebody causes you to go without a meal, it's time for you to walk away from them. Because guess what? In those few days that you're not eating right and you're stressed out and your damn nerves is bad, something is feeding while they're off doing the same thing to somebody else while that damn thing is feeding off of you. So some of y'all talking about love. Some of y'all just got love in your life because somebody wants to feed off of you. Okay? I'm not talking about like a normal human being. I'm talking a demonic consuming of your energy if you're willing to give it. And it'll keep taking and taking and taking from you until you can't give no more, until you're, stuck. Okay. What the hell is going on? You know what? Maybe that's why I wasn't able to establish a connection with that caller. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Blog Talk Radio has been giving me nothing but freaking trouble for the past couple of days. I don't get it. They're gonna have to give me some of my money back. Because y'all are a witness to the problems that I've been having. This is the second fucking time. All right, let me see if I can call in like this.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Key pin when finished, press the pound key.
Okay, pop out of here. Goddamn.
I'm sorry, but I did not hear you press at least 4 digits of your PIN number.
Give me a fucking minute, shit.
The PIN you entered does not match the PIN you have on file for your account.
And that
Please
is
re-enter your PIN.
that is the PIN that I have on the account, y'all. That is the actual PIN. Unless I changed it, but they wouldn't they put it up there? It says host PIN.
Start your show now. Press 1.
Oh, there we
To hear
go.
important instructions, press 2.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I can catch this caller. Caller, you're live.
Hello?
Hello. Hey, how you
Hello?
doing? Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hold on, let me take you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, this is amazing that you were speaking on this subject.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is one of the subjects that I am dealing with right now.
Yeah.
I have a daughter that basically having worked in 2 years.
Mm.
She's 20 with 2 kids in my house.
Mm.
And basically drawing off my energy. I feel weak sometimes. I work all the time mostly. And I told her to get a job. I've even lined up jobs for her. She would not work. She would not do nothing. She sit here day in, day out. I gave her to the end of this month.
Yeah.
And I would hate to have to kick her out, but I'm going to have to kick her out my house.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure that I am doing the right thing because I can see spirits in her and around her. I feel negative vibes around her.
She's
I think she's narcissist.
She's
She
possessed.
don't care.
Yeah.
She don't care about my feelings. She's done things to me and she set me, she laughs and it's like it's in her. I can see them. And she don't have no respect for me in my home or nothing. She just sit here every day. And I keep telling her, you are in my way. You have to get yourself together and you have to go on with your life. You have to get up.
Yeah.
But she will not work nothing. So I gave her to the end of this month to get out my house. And she haven't still done anything or prepare herself or nothing. I mean, nothing.
She definitely got something.
I lined up things for her. I even, my other daughters, they even gave her information where she can get her taxes done and she can get it advanced to get a loan so she can go on. She won't do nothing. So it's like, what am I facing? What am I dealing with? And this is my own daughter. I can't believe it. So, I mean.
And how old is she again?
I just don't want to make.
How old is she again? She's 26? Okay. Let's throw the cards for you, sis, because.
She's 26.
Yeah. Let's throw the cards for you. Spirit guide, show me what's going on with the caller's daughter. What's your daughter's zodiac sign?
She's a Pisces.
Okay, what's yours?
I'm a Leo.
Okay. Tough love. Leos are usually good mothers that give tough love to their kids. So, but let's see what's going on with her as to why she. What was you saying?
I've nurtured all my kids to the fullest. It's like, I mean, but I've done my job, you know, for 2 of her own kids. And I gave her a home. I gave her a house. She messed all that up. She ended up moving back home 4 years ago, and she's been here ever since. And within them 4 years, it's been like 2.5 years. She hasn't had a job, and she won't. She's so negative. It's like her vibe is so negative.
It's something coming in. Well, first of all, I can see a lot of different stuff that's going on. There's definitely some wounds that seem to be healing, some spiritual wounds that are healing between the two of you. But then also there seems to be some kind of generational hex that's starting with you guys. So you guys are actually, you're actually manifesting, or you're creating a generational hex that's going to be passed down if you don't get this straightened out. Because the 3 of Cups comes up, and the 10 of Cups, and that represents female energy. The 3 of Cups represents divine feminine energy and the triple goddess, but yours is inverted. So the 3 of Cups comes up reversed. So there's some unhappiness, you know, and some disappointment surrounding, you know, your daughter. And I can also see the children. You said it's the children too. It's the children too that you're reacting to. You said she got 2 kids.
She has 2 kids, yeah.
You need to do some cleanses. Yeah. You need to do, she needs some cleanses from the baby daddy, because they showed up. The Page of Wands is one of your grandchildren. I don't know who this Knight of Wands is. This is the daddy. This is the baby daddy. And then this Page of Swords is the other grandchild. What's your grandchildren's zodiac signs? Do you know?
One is Aquarius, and one is I think a Sagittarius.
Yep, they both came out in the reading. The Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. That's so weird. And their father came out too. So you're sort of taking the place of the father, and that can be so difficult. I just went through an entire pregnancy with my daughter. It was, oh my God. And I kept saying, where is the father? Why is all of this coming down on me?
But yeah. But the father wants to be involved. He calls all the time. She won't let them. It's against him. I don't know what happened with them or the breakup, but she won't let him get the kids when he want to. He would get these kids every weekend and whatever, but she won't.
It's probably because she doesn't trust him. She doesn't trust him, probably. She doesn't trust him with her kids. So she'd rather have them and put them off. You know, they're naturally, you're replacing the father is what's happening right now. And that's why you've been drained, because it is hard. Especially with 2 kids. She's going to have to get her life together. She's going to have to. She's at a crossroads. The 2 of Swords comes up. But she's narcissistic. She's got some issues with that, to where she kind of feels like everybody owes her something. You know what I'm saying? She also has some spiritual gifts. Though I can see it runs in your family, because the High Priestess comes up, the Star card comes up, and the Strength card comes up. So that makes it even fucking harder, because you're feeling everything so much heavier than what somebody else would. Because if you have a hex on you, or if you're living within a hex and you don't have and you're disconnected, then you're not going to know. Probably you're going to have circumstances in your life that are going to be caused by that, but you're not going to know, and you're not going to necessarily be aware, so it won't bother you. You know how some people, certain stuff don't bother them, but it's going to bother other people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the 3 of Cups in the reverse position, it tells me that there's a family hex. I feel like it started with your mother, though. It's definitely already, you know, like manifesting, because of the 3 cups. Is your mother passed on? Did she pass on?
No, she's still living.
She's still living? Okay.
I
wonder why I felt that way. Spirit, clarify the 3 of Cups. Maybe this is your grandmother that I'm picking up on then. Clarify 3 of Cups. Your grandma still alive?
Yeah, I know my grandma died when my grandma died.
Yeah, the Judgment card comes up, and so I can see a spirit here, female spirit. It's your grandmother. She don't like what's going on. She doesn't like she's not happy. Has she been trying to contact you? Yeah, and then Judgment comes up.
I don't think so. I mean,
You don't connect like that.
I've been having dreams about babies, but
well,
but,
there does
not
seem
lately.
to be like what your spirit guides are telling you is that your daughter is lost and she does have to find her way. She does. She has to find her way because how is she gonna move if she have a job? Does she have money?
No, but I was going, and that's what I need to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I have to kick her out my house because if I don't do something, she's just sitting here. I'm holding back, not trying to be selfish, but I sat here for 4 years. It's things that I want to do in my life.
Yeah.
You know, with her, it's like she's a child, but she's grown. She's 26 years old. So I want to make and I warned her in advance. She's supposed to left last year. It's a whole nother. Then that's very, sad that we want her to get together, but I sit here and stop my life for
depressed
her because
she's depressed, which is ridiculous. She's depressed. Your daughter is going through a depression. She's unhappy, and then also she feels like you probably owe her something. She feels like she feels like people owe her something. So, is she good with the kids? Is she taking good care of the kids?
Oh, she takes marvelous care of the kids, but I think she shelters them too much because she won't let them do a lot. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go outside, she covers them too much. But she takes care of them. She feeds them, clean them. They well groomed. She takes good care of them. I believe she lives on as that keep her going. I think that's what really keeps her going.
Yeah. There's something like, was she molested as a child, your daughter?
I think so. I think so. I asked her, and she said to me, I don't remember if I was or not. So, why would you say that? No, she said no.
So that means that it's at the back of her subconscious and everything. So she is going through that. I feel like she could possibly use some spiritual help, is what I feel.
She needed bad because she says that I believe she's being tormented too because she says that she think I'm letting people in the house at night and they come into attack her or have sex with her or whatever, some things. She was like, "You looking at me like I'm crazy." I said, "No, I believe you."
That's because there is an entity. I said she was possessed. It's something there definitely that if she's telling you that she's not lying, because I've been through that, is that shit is very, very real. Definitely can sense.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Are you able to hear me? You should.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I feel like you and your daughter are I feel like you guys have some kind of generational hex. It does seem it usually is a spirit. As far as who's raping her in the middle of the night, I can check on that, like what it is. Because you might just need a house cleaning too. She probably needs a cleansing as well. Because I had problems, like I'm not even lying to you. I had problems for years. Weight, sometimes emotional relationship problems, financial problems for years, and having those same sexual hauntings. And my life didn't start improving until I started doing these cleanses and stuff and X removals on myself. So, you know, this is the reason why I strongly preach to other people to take care of that, because every now and then, like now what I experience is every now and then, Archangel Raphael will come into my dreams, and that's it. But I used to actually have a demonic spirit that was raping me. It raped me up until last year. Up until the end of 2017. It continued to rape me in my sleep. It continued to put ideas in my head. You know, it would take on physical form sometimes through other people as well. You know, it would possess the people in my life. So you definitely, and if you got that dark entity in there, don't just throw your daughter into the streets. You know, try to start doing something about it. Do you think your daughter would be willing to talk to me? Like maybe the both of you together? Or do you think, like, you don't have to say it's about that, but you can say it's about the family or your ancestors or something. Maybe you can tell her that you want to do an ancestor
Yeah, I think she will.
Okay. So
I've spoken to her and I said to her, do she want to speak to somebody? Because I told her I truly believe her. I believe because I know spirits are real.
Yeah.
And I know, you know, it's things that so because she believe me. I need some help. We need to know what to do about this. Yeah. Because she was vibrant. She was a vibrant that was a go getter and da-da-da. And years it's been like she's been stuck, like she's been haunted, and it's like she's just a whole different person now.
Show me what is it that is attacking the caller's daughter in her sleep that's raping her. What's attacking her? I can, oh yes, definitely a couple of spirits. Definitely it's definitely something that's attached to the family. It's attached to the family. And the reason why you're being drained is because it's a vampiric spirit. So you need some herbs like mugwort and vervain. Those are what helps you with the vampiric spirits. Okay. You need some work done on your house and maybe make you a vervain sage stick, you know, mix it with vervain and rosemary or something. I actually was going to start making my own sage sticks with my candles too. You need something done though, because let me tell you the cards that you got. So the unclean spirit it's one spirit. It looks like it's one spirit, but it could be several, or it could manifest itself, you know, several different ways. But it's definitely a male spirit. The queen of coins, I'm sorry, not coins, the queen of rods came up. So it's definitely, you know, that just represents that it's penetrating her spirit as well, kind of like physical sex. Well, if you're having sex with a ghost or a spirit, it may not necessarily be able to penetrate you physically, but it can cause a possessed person to use fingers or other objects. Okay. This spirit seems to not be good. These spirits are not good though, because it's draining your energy. So you got the Queen of Wands reverse. You got the Seven of Rods reverse, which is the wands. You got the Seven of Cups upright, the Six of Cups upright. So this is something that's connected to the female energy in your family. There's another one here that comes up as the King of Swords, though. This is the one that pretty much is responsible for the hex on your family. This King of Swords, whoever this is a male energy. This queen of wands is almost a female spirit too. It can change. It's a lower level succubus incubus spirit that was put upon you, your family. So what's raping her is an incubus. It's been doing this for years, an incubus. It's an incubus spirit, but there's also a domineering, there's a very dominating spirit that's over your family too. Let me see what the spirit, what is this? Yeah, it causes, it's taking energy from the root chakra. Again, it's connected to the root chakra. Another root chakra card showed up. The Four of Wands showed up reversed. So I feel like it's affecting the marriages. It's affecting the stability of the people in your family. Because when you take that energy from somebody, what the hell do they have left for themselves? And you know what? It did. Yeah. It did start with. I feel like what is that it started with maybe your mother generationally too. The 10 of Wands comes up reversed. So you're definitely dealing with burden, a lot of burden. And then you're also dealing with the burden of your daughter's father's family. Because see, when you start to get other people involved, then that's when you're having to now deal with the baby daddies and their energy. You got to learn how to control that. So you got to do some work on your house, but you also need to remove this hex. The 2 of Swords comes up and the 8 of Swords. So there's definitely something vampiric. That's why you're being drained. Financial problems as well. The 9 of Pentacles is reversed. Because she's not working.
Like, the more I work, the more I don't have.
Yep. And then the 5 of Swords comes up as the final outcome.
The more I work.
But you're gonna have to put up your dukes, though. You're gonna have to fight because this shit's gonna affect you whether or not your daughter's living there or not. It's gonna affect you no matter if she's living with you or not. In fact, you have more so control over the situation and an advantage. Start working on your daughter. It's okay for you to work on her. That's your child. You can do spiritual work on your daughter. You got to. You got to. I've had to do it I've had to do spiritual work on all of my kids. I've had to do cleanses, protection, healings for them. I've had to do that. You know, so you can absolutely do that. Don't just cut her off. Don't just cut her off. I know it's hard. Don't just cut her off.
Oh, yeah.
Because my mother did that to me, and I don't think that was the right thing to do because it was too hard for her. But what you need is you need a good spiritual foundation, and you need to rebuild your strength. You know what I'm saying? So you need some, you know, you could use some spiritual work. It would definitely help you. It will, because it's hard. It's hard, you know, and you definitely, so it's not that you're cutting your daughter off. It's you're cutting off her problems, which is the baby daddies or baby daddy. How many, does she have one baby father or more than one?
I think it's supposed to be one, but okay. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Everybody always talk about that, everybody always tries to shame women for, you know, having more than one baby daddy, but sometimes one is enough. Sometimes that can equal up to 8 different Negroes that ain't doing right. Okay. Sometimes one is enough, and they can bring enough.
I think she's looking at it like, well, I don't know if this, you know, but they both are struggling, and basically, but I do want a solution. I do want to help her because I've cried to this. And
yeah, don't give up on your daughter ever. Really don't do it. Too. My mama did that to me because it got too hard. And see, another thing that I could see in the cards is spiritual gifts that's running through your family. So you guys are really sensitive to that energy. And it just makes you want to give up on each other. But don't you ever give up on your family. Even if you, like if I were you, I would remove that hex and then try to heal. But make sure that you hook her up with me. We can actually do like a 3-way conversation, me, you, and your daughter. And we can talk to her together, and I'll only discuss with her what you want me to discuss. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I know what needs to be said to bring the two of you. Sorry, I got a whining puppy in the back. I know what to say to bring the two of you together so that you can heal your relationship, because you're very lucky as a parent to have your daughter right there. You know how many parents that lost their kid? That kid is gone and you regret it. You'll regret it if, make sure you fix it. Make sure you fix it. Don't just, because it's you, the mama, it's your responsibility. It is, when you think about it. I mean, you ain't got to carry her whole life once she becomes an adult. When you give her the knowledge that she needs, she's going to take off from there, and she's going to be more successful than you ever dreamed. And, you'll be able to relax knowing that she's okay, because then you don't have to worry about her. If you put her into the streets, you're just going to worry about her.
Yeah.
And that's going to be worse than any other thing, because, that's the worst thing, not knowing if your child is safe. That's horrible.
It's basically, that's the stress that I have. Even though I've said to her, you have to leave the end of this month, which I know she's. So I'm like, and it's still hurting me to the point where I'm like, am I really going to do this? And I mean, because I've said it so many times, I haven't done it. I just want her to get better.
You should fix.
I just want to do the necessary
the spiritual
things,
route.
it takes for this to get better, because I see it. I live with her, and I can tell other people. I've told my other kids, they don't understand that I'm here with her. I see the spirit. I hear them.
Yeah.
I see her different reactions. She showed me bruises on her, so I know something. So
you know what, your daughter, I forgot her zodiac sign. I'm sorry. But Pisces. Okay, yeah. See, she's very, very sensitive. I have a Pisces son. He's and a daughter. They're very, very sensitive. And so she, she needs her mother to be her mother, even if it's tough to tell her the truth. Tell her what's going on spiritually and start doing work on her, because you know what? 10 years ago, my daughters, well, not 10 years ago, let me think. About 8 years ago, my daughters, they didn't even want to wear their natural hair. They just wanted to straighten it, perm it. And then now they see the value. So sometimes kids, it's natural for them to rebel sometimes from what we want to teach them. And it's actually good for them to have their own individuality. And we can also look at your daughter's chart as well, because because understanding is power. Having an understanding of something is powerful, because that way you're not suffering. See, when you know something about something, and when you are able to discern it and decode it and break it down, then it makes it so much easier. So right now what's happening is that they are feeding off of you. And so what you should do is you should feed off of the spirits and feed off of the universe, so that you can give more to her, so that she can, because there's some things that need to heal inside of her. It's some things that y'all probably need to talk about. But I can tell you what I can see is a generational hex that needs to be broken. Did you ever have these issues with your mother? Did you ever have these issues with your mother?
Me and my mother, when I was younger, when I was a little girl, we wasn't really close. As I got older, we used to talk all the time on the phone a lot when I was living far away from her in another state. So me and my mom, we always been able to talk and and laugh and stuff. We've always been like close to the point where if something is ailing me or wrong, she'll pray for me, or she worries about me, and so I mean, I've even spoke to her about this situation, and you know, she constantly just worrying. So I don't talk to her so much because I don't want her worrying. But
Yeah.
we've always been close. We haven't had no distance for as relationship.
Right.
Me and my kids always been close. Even all my kids. So understanding it now, I knew it was something, that it was a spirit of something. So but I mean, like all the things I've done
She
for
has a
them, and the
daughter.
love that we have,
She has a daughter.
is
You need a full reading.
mhm,
You need a full reading, and I would have to look at your you know, your like the full background to see how far it goes back. But you're definitely a
mhm,
candidate for a generational hex breaker.
mhm,
And it is very powerful, guys. I know a lot, because a
mhm,
lot of people are like, there are a lot of people that have a belief system that you're chained to these demons forever, and that's not the truth. It's not the truth. That's not the truth. It's not. You know, you can always, and you
mhm,
don't have to remove your spiritual gifts either. If you're a person that wants to remove your spiritual gifts, then you can. But removing an entity that is feeding off of your spiritual gifts, that should be feeding you and your family, your discernment and your spiritual gifts should
mhm,
be used for your family, not for an interdimensional being to feed off of. And that's what we're dealing with.
yeah,
That's what we're dealing with. We are dealing with demons
yeah,
and also gods.
mhm,
So when there's a contract,
mhm,
and I can definitely see a contract here. That's feeding off of your root chakra. This Eight of
mhm,
Swords comes up, and it's not uncommon, especially if you look back in your bloodline. A lot of, especially Black, especially African American people that are in America, not just African America, but
mhm,
white Americans can
mhm,
have a history in slavery
mhm,
or some kind of, you know, child molestation. Like, it's not just about slavery. You can be of any race or any background or any nationality or whatever you are, and you can have the same problem. It has no boundaries when it comes to race. So yeah, I can definitely see an entity taking your daughter's energy,
yeah.
and she's tired. She's tired all the time. She's tired. She needs a relief from that.
She is, yeah, she is, and she's like, I mean, she don't even want to go outside half of the time.
Yeah.
She don't even want to see daylight. It's crazy. But what do I need? What do I need to get to restart until? Because I'm gonna the generational curse hex removal. I got to. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to just work in favor to do that. That is number one, because I definitely know I have to do
Yeah.
that. But what can I start to get for as the herbs, the for the house, to cleanse my house and to bathe with her and me?
You need the bath salts. I actually do sell bath salts. Um, and I was thinking about doing a promotion for the bath salts, like a certain percentage off. Yeah, I do sell a cleansing bath salt it's like a purification bath salt that will hold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, girl. Well, I'm kind of. Where are you? What are you talking? I need to go. Oh, oh, okay, hon. I'm kind of busy right now. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Speak of the devil. I'm joking. Um, no, you can actually go to the website and you can get a consultation. You know, this is almost like a consultation. So if you call in and I can see that you
Mm-hmm.
need a ritual, you can actually just go to the website and get the ritual if you want. Or if you're not able to do all of it at
Okay.
once, because I do chart, because what I do is I remove the hex from you, your daughter, and or your mother, or either your granddaughter, because eventually you're going to have to do a hex remover from her. But a lot of times when I start doing work on people, they start to realize what they need to do. So every client, in my opinion, is an apprentice. Every client is an apprentice. And and as you start to get information, you start to get messages and information and energy, and you start to go on your path of what your will is instead of that entity, because the entity just wants your daughter to lay around and be on welfare. It can feed off of her. So the welfare is not necessarily the problem, or the food stamps and stuff. That's not the problem. The problem is the entity that's causing her to be codependent. Now, I've suspected that a lot of those programs are a part of the negative entity. I've suspected that because, when you finally want to get off of it and you want to live your life in prosperity and abundance, then they're trying to stop you automatically. So it does go along with that corporation thing. So, but I feel like that's where you need to start, is with that Gen Hex remover. Get that off of your root chakra, sis, because it's going to keep affecting your kids. It don't matter where they at. It don't matter if she living with you or living with somebody else. It's still going to affect you. It's still going to, you know what I'm saying? Because she's going to call her mama. You're going to be the first person that she's going to call to when she's in trouble. So right now that you have her in your house, then this is the moment where you fix that for her. And then that way you can say, my daughter is doing good in life. I ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, that's not a good thing. That's very unhealthy to be worried about, how your child is going to eat. And nobody should have to worry about that. Nobody should have to feel that way. But there's a lot of people that do. So what you can do is you can either get a consultation. I would like to read into it more, but to be honest with you, I usually do record about an hour-long video for you at some point during the ritual, and I read into it then, and that's when I do all the work for you. So honestly, this can be your consultation, and you can just go to the website and get whatever you need, and you can also contact me, and then if you need, if you need, I
need to get the ritual hex removal.
Yeah, it is gonna help, and then the next thing you know, your daughter, she'll be easier to talk to. She'll be easier to deal with, because right now that entity that's raping her and stuff is sucking all of her energy. And I deal with incubuses and succubuses all the time. Whenever I do breakup spells for people, I'm usually breaking them up with a succubus. It's usually a succubus spirit. So so I'm not afraid of the incubus, incubi spirit. And I've been dealing with it for years myself. And it will leave you alone if you break the contract, because what I can sense is a male spirit giving up all of the feminine and male energies, just giving up all the children in the family, sacrificing everybody. Somebody that said, I sacrifice all of them, I don't need none of them. I can see this person probably at least 4 generations ago. I can see that in your bloodline, at least 2 to 4 generations ago. I'd have to read it a little bit closer, but that's what I can sense. And so so this is why the male energies of your family continues to carry on this legacy, to where they keep going into these, either these churches or these Freemason halls, and they keep giving away their kids and their family members. So, yeah, can you get her? Yeah, go upstairs with her. I am working down here, sweetie. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back, sis. Hold on.
Okay.
Danielle, if you Okay. So basically what ends up happening is that you replace the baby daddy. And everybody is not willing to do that. It doesn't feel right. So you're very intelligent. You're very intelligent to not allow that to happen. The baby daddy, you shouldn't be the one taking care of those kids. It should be the baby father. So in retrospect, you're doing it all by yourself.
Yeah.
And that's hard. I know how that feels. Okay. So yeah, you need to, and so it's possibly also something coming from your daughter's father as well. Your daughter's father. We haven't talked about him. So, you know, yeah, you can either go, because
my ex-husband.
I'm gonna take a few other callers. Let me see who we got waiting, because I think I got someone else waiting. Go to the website and either, you know, get what you want, but you can actually go and if you want to talk further about it and like just have a private consultation, you need a consultation, because, you know, your daughter may have something that has something to do with her father as well. Because where's her dad? Where's your daughter's dad at? Where is he at?
I mean, he's not here with us, but he's around. He's not involved in there. I mean, he's involved. I mean, they can call each other, but they don't have like close relationships, because I got divorced when they were younger. And
so she has an estranged relationship with her father. Yeah. So the relationship is estranged. He's not around. And he's not around to help with his grandchildren either. He's not around to help with his grandchildren. And he's not helping. So it's a problem coming in through her father. It may not even be your mom at all. It might be you, her, and her father that we need to remove that from. Because he should be helping you with his grandkids.
Yeah.
Instead, he's getting off scot-free.
He's been done when he was younger. He hasn't grew up mentally.
Well, see, the problem is also the whole hex from the beginning. You've been walking in a hex for a while anyway. A lot of people just think, you know, they don't really get the signs. They don't really get that this man life. Some are blessed, like your grandbabies. Grandbabies are blessings. Use their energy to motivate you. Don't allow, see, but what's happening is the opposite. The father of those babies, he's basically, you know, getting off scot-free. You know what I'm saying? He's getting off scot-free. So and that's usually the way that it is. So anyway, go to my website.
Once you remove this hex, will it come back? Do it come back, or is it just gone?
We would have to look and see what specific it is, because sometimes, and I've actually had to do this with clients, to where I've had to remove the generational hex. Not only I've had to remove a hex that was affecting people coming in through their father, coming in through the baby's father. So sometimes, as unfair as it seems, you have to take responsibility for the people that you allow in your life. So if her father has a generational hex that he passed down to her, then you're going to have to do something about that too. And then, you know, so sometimes it should be one removal, but sometimes you have to do one for the triple goddess and then one for the male and the female energy. Sometimes you have to do that. And I've had people that have been removing them from multiple people. And I will give you a discount if you've got, because it would be in bulk. I'll be doing a lot of different people, but that's only if I feel like what the issue at hand is you, your daughter, and it's got to be her father. That is where you want to start. because I feel like the energy between you and her father is sort of what created this chaos around her. And she's her spirit. A lot of times the person's spirit can be somewhere else. So your daughter is not all the way there. She's definitely under possession. She can come out of that possession. She'll come out of it. That's what it'll do. It gets rid of that demonic energy, and you'll see a difference. I know that when I did it, I had to remove a generational hex, and I had to remove a hex that was placed upon my womb. And I think like 3 days later, I had like 4 or 5 men that were pulling up outside, like literally, literally coming to me because there was a hex that had been placed on my womb to keep people away from me. So people are doing shit like that. And the reason why is because they're selfish. I can see this person, whoever this is right here. And it may even be your baby's father, her father. To be honest with you, it doesn't really matter, but it is good to connect with those spirits to know so that you won't have it reattached to you. But she's going to eventually have to get the generational hex removed from her father. She's going to eventually have to take the same step that you took, probably, because the only thing you can do is you can remove what is from your situation and her father, but a lot of times she may have to take that step as well. Sometimes. So I feel strongly that because sometimes it can be multiple generational hexes that can be affecting people. It's because so many people are messed up, though. It can be like I've seen people in a multi-level that have needed multi-level generational hex removers, because it'll be a hex on your family, and then it'll be a hex on his family, and then your daughter will go and she'll have babies with a man that's hexed as well. So she's going to have to remove a hex from herself and her baby daddy and her children. She's going to have to eventually do that. And that shouldn't be, you shouldn't have to foot the bill for that. That's going to come through your teaching and letting her know what she needs to do. Because when I was 25 and 26, my mom didn't tell me what I need to do. I knew instinctively what I needed to do. That's exactly the age that I started practicing witchcraft as well. Your daughter doesn't necessarily have to practice witchcraft, but she does need to know herself, and she doesn't right now. She's sleeping. That's why she ain't got no energy. She's almost like those little baby. Yeah, she knocked out right now. She's sleeping. She probably got.
She's not only sleeping. I understand what you're saying. She's sleeping, living, walking, and she's sleeping right now physically. And she slept me. She'd be up at night because she can't sleep sometimes at night. I guess, I don't know. She'd be like something haunting her, because she'll text me at night, "Who you let in my room?" And she sleeps with the door locked. How can I let somebody in your room when your door is locked? So she's like, what's going on, but she really thinking that we really coming in here molesting her. So I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do, I'll when I do, I'm going to go on there and do this, and then
okay. I look forward to it. And we can actually talk a little bit more. Like when you do that, I'll contact you, okay? And then we can talk in private. Okay. All right, hon. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much for calling in. Love and light. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys, I am going to take a quick restroom break, okay, before I take the next caller. So just bear with me for a few moments while I go and use the restroom. If you don't mind, thank you. Thank you in advance.
In an era of online retail,
hey chatters,
away, buying a car
hello
should be
chatters.
That's why at Carvana you can buy a car 100% off.
Hi guys. Oh shit. Okay guys, I'm back. So let's take the next caller that wants to talk to me. Caller, you're live. Hello, caller, you're live. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, maybe this person is not ready, so I'll put you back on hold. All right, caller, you're live.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm better now, sister. Blessing. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Did you want to talk about cutting ties with people that don't serve you or your divine purpose?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. I already started chopping people. I already started chopping people off my list. But I have one I can't get rid of at the moment. I really need help. And this is my ex-husband's girlfriend, the white woman. She did heavy magic that broke us up.
Yeah.
I didn't speak to him for 3 years. That's how heavy it was. We were enemies. We lived together for 14 years. Long story short, we're divorced.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have a daughter. My daughter, he has visitation. She's going over there. Something happened last night, and that's why I just thank my ancestors, because I asked them to give me a sign. Give me a sign. I need to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Something was put on her when she came in here last night. There's something not right. There is something in the air.
Yeah.
My daughter, we're at odds. She's 15 years old. She's honorable. She's a good girl.
Mm-hmm.
She just started talking back to me. It all happened in a period of 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
360 change. I wanted to say something to her, and she just kept staring at me. And the look she gave me, I didn't recognize her. I couldn't sleep last night. There's something in the air. I could feel it. It's so strong. She went and she did something. She sent something through my daughter. She said,
"Who is this again?"
I asked the sucker. It's Smoko, the mistress. She's white. For Wiccan, I think she might be, because I'm Haitian. So she had to go hard body with me. I believe she went to another Haitian because my people spoke to her people. And they told us, we're not letting up.
Mm-hmm.
No. It became a spiritual war. I became exhausted.
Right.
And everything I did was just to cover. I didn't really send out no blows. I didn't send out no heart attacks. This is where I'm at now. This is where I'm at.
Yeah. Wow. And who is this woman to you again?
My home. Everything comes. She's been keeping me up.
Mm-hmm. Who is this woman to you again?
She's my husband's mistress. This is my ex-husband's girlfriend. Her name is Tiffany Gilbert.
Okay, so your ex-husband's current girlfriend. You
My
almost
ex-husband turned around my door.
you almost called her his mistress though.
She was the mistress.
She was his
the one that
mistress at the
instigated
time.
marriage.
Okay. Well, let's see what's going on. And what is she doing again? She's been kind of breaking up a little bit.
I'm sorry. She did something last night. I wouldn't say she did it last night. She sent something through my daughter to me.
Okay,
Because
let's
when my
see
daughter
what that
came
is.
in here, the house don't feel the same. There's something wrong. There's something wrong.
Spirit
And I couldn't
guides.
sleep. There's
Yeah.
something wrong.
What did Tiffany Gilbert send to the caller's daughter? Show me, what did she send? Yeah, I'll be able to see it in the cards. They always give me a direct answer.
Right.
Well, she's
It's been over 5 years.
reflecting her pain out to she's feeding off of you guys. She's very demonic, whoever that is. Whoever this Tiffany person is, she's very demonic. So
Yeah,
she's feeding off,
Yeah.
she's sending negative energy.
Oh.
Well, I can definitely see her doing that. You can see her doing it. She must be a practitioner because the Queen of Cups comes up, and the Queen of Cups is normally, it's a card where you can see a lady, she's wearing like a turban, and it looks like she's doing some kind of ritual, or she's trying to like do something, but it's in the reverse position. So I feel like it was some negative energy.
Right.
She's definitely she's definitely feeding. She's just feeding off of y'all. Who is this woman?
At this point,
what do you want us to know about?
She needs to be. I have to remove her. I have a lot of.
Why don't you do a break? Like,
they want your money.
Have you ever? Did you ever see? You should have broke up with her back when y'all were together. Like back when she was the mistress.
No. This is not. I tried.
You couldn't. I'm talking about spiritually. Did you go? Did you get spiritual work done to break them up, to get rid of her?
Honestly, all I did was protect. I would just protect myself. I wasn't really fighting back. I was just protecting myself.
Well, the problem is, as long as if you want to be in contact with him, as long as he's in this person that he's dealing with has got to be toxic. I can tell. So he needs to.
He doesn't. He's under a spell. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. At this point, fuck him. It's over. It's done with him. I need to protect my daughter. My daughter I have visitation. She goes over there. I need to protect her. I'm done with him. I need to protect her. Later on, maybe I could open his mind so he could see, but my focus is on her. I'm done with him.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I don't blame you. The devil card comes up. The 3 of Cups.
I need ammunition. I need ammunition. I need to get control of the situation. We're going on 5 years of this. So this is too long.
And it's causing financial problems. I can see that.
It did. It stripped me down, but I was able to rebuild.
Yeah.
I've been working on a couple of things. I had to protect that. I had to protect my money. I've been protecting my money because she attacks the money all the time. She attacks the home, the money, friends, everything around. Every corner she's throwing shit on every side of you.
Wow.
But if I retaliate, I might bury her.
Have you ever binded her?
I don't want to do that.
Well, you should.
I never met her.
There's actually this ritual that I do. There's this ritual that I do that involves, I use coffins with this ritual. You need to bury her. Even though she may not die, you know, she needs to be out of your life because
I Honestly, I did. This was a couple of years ago. I did. But the work that I did, I wanted to keep them at bay. I wanted to keep both of them because she had already contaminated him. He turned against me. He became my enemy. He went from my husband to my enemy. And everything he did it unconsciously. He's not spiritually aware. He doesn't know shit. Okay?
Right.
He's African American. I'm Haitian. Okay? We were married. Okay? We had a decent life. We had a good life. And the devil is still attacking my daughter. So all gloves are on now. All gloves are on. I have to handle my business. And I'm summoning. I am praying and I'm talking to my ancestors. They're giving me pictures, little clips, smells. And be careful with this. Watch out for this one. Watch out for that one. But that's the one I need to conquer. She's a problem. She's going to continue to be a problem. So what I really want to do, I need to send her away. She needs to go far away.
You need to do a banishing. You need to do a banishing on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, as long as she doesn't have access to you in any kind of way, then it'll definitely work. A banishing would work. Yeah.
It does through my daughter. I can stop the weekend business for a little while. I can put that on hold for a little while. I can kind of block that for maybe like three weeks, where I can ban her from going over there. Because whatever I do, I need to shelter her. She has to be away because she goes through my daughter to get to me.
Yeah.
And she has the man. What the fuck is the problem? You have him. Why are you riding me? Why the fuck is this woman persistent to ride me? She is trying to literally have me like the Walking Dead.
Because the reason why she's doing that is because of him. So
Why? I mean, he's there. She has him. If I wanted to sleep with him, I could call him as quick as I want for a little while just to give her a taste. It was degrading. It was degrading to me. I stopped. I wanted to send her a message, and I wanted to give her a little taste. This bitch, when she was messing with him while we were married, she used to call me and leave the phone open so I could hear them having sex. What type of woman does that?
Wow.
To the wife. This is how bad it is. It's bad all night.
Yeah, you know what?
Wrong.
It's him. It's him though. It's not necessarily her. It's him as well.
But he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know nothing about spirituality. Nothing. He's not conscious. When I tried to talk to him, he's like, "Oh, you sound real crazy." So I left him alone.
Yeah.
I prayed around him to protect him, but I never forced it down his throat. He just didn't understand. I took it out. But this here, does circles. Circles.
Yeah, no woman wants her child going over for visitation with a man and a woman like that.
No.
So
I know that you keep bringing him up. He's a problem now because he's under a spell. We're not friends. There's love there. It's just I can't tap into that. I don't want to tap into that. The love is still there. We never had a closure. He didn't even show up for the divorce. He didn't even show up. So it's done. I'm moving forward. And right now, I'm very concerned about my daughter. She's 15. She's a good girl. I see the change already. Something happened over the weekend. Something happened.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, put money on it, I need to flip this 360 degrees. I don't even want to do reversal. She needs to go. She needs to go far. Somewhere.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. No woman. No.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions, like
there's a spell. There's a spell for everything for me, and it's not just a spell. It's also you're in bondage. You're in bondage.
I am. I have been for 5 years. For 5 years.
Yes, ma'am. Let it out.
I'm trying. I'm not crying because of pain. I'm crying because I'm anxious to get out. I'm anxious. This
out. Yeah, I understand.
Literally put me on a lockdown.
Yeah.
The prison. So now I'm going to flip it. And I'm going full body. Full body. Burying her would be too easy. Way too easy. But my daughter is open. She's exposed to her. And this is where I put the brake. She's literally like in between us. Spiritually, I can see it. And she's using my daughter as a weapon.
Yeah. You need to go. You need to holler at me. I've got openings for today, just to let you know. You need to come holler at me about that. Go to my website and get a consultation, and we can talk about what we can do about her. I can't really talk about it publicly, what we can do for her.
I get it. Sis, I'm just giving you a heads up. I need to go into action. So when I contact, I'm coming in. Army fatigue, I'm ready to go in. I'm ready to go in. I don't
blame you. First of all, you got to do some reversals because she's been doing some stuff. I can talk to you about it. I can talk to you. We can talk in private. Just go to my website. Do you have my website address?
Is it on your it's on page?
It's on my YouTube. It's actually it's in the video description box of my YouTube videos and of the hangout that I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also TerraQueenJamila.thedivinemommy.com. Just go to my website and get a consultation because we can talk about it, because it sounds like to me you need some help dealing with her because of the baby daddy situation. The baby daddy is empowering her. He's the one that's empowering her. So you need some male energy, and you can get male energy over here. Even though I'm a woman, I have male energy. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a couple spirits that walk with me, that hold me down from him, literally hold me down. Like if I'm supposed to meet him, he can't find me. If he can't reach me, they completely put a block. So when it comes to her, she gets around it somehow. I'm not giving her credit that, she's more powerful. If whoever she's dibbling, dabbling with, whoever she's fucking with, I tapped into that to find out who are they, okay? And one was a Wiccan, and the other one was a Jamaican. A Jamaican. So we had messages to them. We sent the messages. One came back. Listen, I'm already down. There's nothing else you could do with me. But I don't want no beef. I don't. So we've communicated spiritually. We've communicated.
I get it.
My daughter's at risk. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you just contact me and I can help you deal with her because you're in over your head. What it sounds like to me is a classic baby daddy drama stalking, where they go and they get another woman that causes problems in your life. For example, my ex got
that never ended. He told me it was an affair that never ended, and I didn't even know how I got here. And next thing I lived with him. He said, I lost time. He lost time. He's too weak for me anyway. Because he brought all this shit into our lives. I'm done. I've been done with it. Done.
Yeah. I don't blame you because you need to cut ties with it. I would say I would say to cut. We got to talk about it because we can't talk about that publicly. Just contact me on the website.
I get it. I get it, and I don't even want to put too much information out in the air.
Yeah. Let's talk in private, and then we can. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then the spirits can definitely give you
some thing I want to ask.
Sure.
There's one particular. There's an aunt. There's someone around me. Is that her grandmother? There's someone like literally right next to me, holding me down. Literally, I can feel them like it's not a bad spirit. I feel like it's family. And how can I show respect? I have not given proper respect to my ancestors. I have not given respect. We stopped. It wasn't passed down. It wasn't passed down.
Yeah.
As a respectable gesture, what can I offer? Or what can I, as a good gesture in the home? Because the home is contaminated. Something ain't right, and that's why I know my people, my grandma's here. She came back with something. The house doesn't feel don't feel right.
You definitely need to do some clearing of your house. You definitely need to do that. You know, when exes, it's not just
This guy here.
It's not just her throwing negative energy. It's also your ex doing it too. It's your ex doing it too as well.
But he's not. Well, he doesn't. He tried him. Yeah, he tried him, but he's not spiritual. So he's coming from a different place. If he's also doing it, he's coming from a different personal space.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went out. Okay, it's done. We have nothing. We just have our daughter, and he wants to see me fail. He wants to see not her but me, but he doesn't understand we're connected. So when you wish me bad, you're wishing her bad also. He doesn't grasp that mentally.
Yeah. I already know what's going on with the baby daddy. As far as your baby daddy is concerned, he doing all kind of shit.
Yeah.
And because I got a woman right now that's stalking me. I got a woman right now that's stalking me, talking about my daughter. I ain't been with this man in years. And you know, it's crazy. So
our friends are off limits.
Yeah.
Off limits.
Yeah, the kids should be off limits. Agree. I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna get in contact so we can talk. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I'm in Florida, but we're gonna talk.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go.
I appreciate you.
If you go to the website now, guys, you still have time to get on my schedule. I do readings up until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so you can still get on the schedule for today. Okay, and we can talk in private. Okay, you're welcome, hon. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Blessings. Bye, y'all. Take care.
Thank you. You too. You too. Bye-bye. Love and light. Okay, guys, I'm going to get this wrapped up. If you guys are needing to reach me about people that you're trying to cut ties with, let me tell you guys something. I am a sensitive person, and I know that sometimes you guys think, well, how are you going to help me cut ties with these people when you can't even cut ties with the people that you're dealing with? Well, I'm different because I'm on a public platform. So I'm much more easily accessible. And if I were to get offline for a while, then be happy for that. But that's not their choice. And that's not their decision. Okay. So it's like I said, people that don't serve themselves, people that are just happy with having, a beer every day, or, they're just happy with living a mediocre life and they don't really want to fulfill their dreams. Those are the people that you do want to cut ties with. You do. And you probably already have cut ties with them, but they keep coming back and trying to realign themselves and reattach themselves to you. I am definitely working on this, and it has been working so far. It's kind of difficult when you're cutting ties with a group of people, to where maybe perhaps you may be dealing with somebody that used to deal with those people, and that can be difficult. But right now, what we're doing is we are cutting ties, banishing people. This is going to be coming up for the full moon that we've got coming up, which is on the 19th. So if you guys want to contact me about full moon work, about banishing, about cutting ties with people, about moving forward, you guys can contact me now. Also, I am running a special on my readings. You can get 20%. Just put presidential 20 in the coupon code field when you're checking out on the website, and you can get 20% off of your readings up until President's Day. Okay, because I am doing a President's Day special. Yes, I do things like that. Okay, like any other company. So President's Day is coming up on the 19th. President's Day, the reason why we are celebrating President's Day is because it represents freedom, and it also represents prosperity and success. So if you're the president of the United States, you are considered to be a very important person. You are VIP. You are considered to be successful. No matter what people say about you, you're going to be the most hated on person. You know, sometimes you might make decisions that might hurt somebody else, that might benefit someone else. You know, it's one of them things. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do stuff like this. Also, it's going to be a sale for Valentine's Day as well. Valentine's Day is coming up in 3 days. I am running a special on my love spells, my love workings. Now, if you haven't done like your love work prior to now, you know, then you're probably going to sit there and you're probably going to be lonely and sad. Okay. And it's not a good thing. Okay. Now, I do have specials that I'm running on the website on my love reunion spell work. And then also the roses and molasses binding that's going to go up on the website as well. But I actually do have a binding that's on there that is already priced to about the price that I want to charge for that. So if you go to the website, look under spells and rituals. Also be sure to purchase my bath salts, guys. I'm going to share screen with you guys. Make sure that you go to the Divine Mommy Handmade tab, because that is going to be where my handmade candles are going to appear. And that is also going to be where my bath salts are at. So if you go to Divine Mommy Handmade, you can purchase my bath salts. Okay, you can get 8 ounces for $25 and 16 ounces for $50. Okay, and you can choose purification, love, healing, money, or just to relax. Okay, or relaxation and healing. Okay, so all of it is going to be, you know, but they are tailor made for your certain situation or your intent. Okay, the spirits will know exactly what you're looking for. Also, I do have online classes that are on the website. Okay, you can get beginners classes, you can get intermediate, and you can get advanced. Okay, let's say that you want to learn about beginner sex magic. I can do that. So the classes are tailor made to whatever it is that you want to learn. Okay. Also with my spells and rituals, my healing is on sale. So the Serenity, Peace, Tranquility Healing ritual is on sale for $300, which is a very good value. I'm surprised that nobody has done a review on the healing, probably because they just want to kind of go off and enjoy their healing. I love doing this ritual. This ritual is brought to you by Archangel Raphael. So those of you that want healing, this ritual is very powerful. Okay, so you can contact me about that. The ritual is not done in person. It's not done in person. So you got a lot of people that want to block stuff out because they think that I'm, you know, having sex with people and stuff, and that's not what I'm doing. You don't, even if I did do a healing for you in person, it would be nothing sexual about it. Okay, so this is actually done with candle work and with real authentic magic and ritual work. Okay, so you can go to the website, go to readings. Okay, go to the spell consultation and reading. You can actually look at the reviews on there. There's reviews all over the website. Okay. You can also use the Presidential 20 code for the spell consultation. Okay. You can also get a full 30-minute reading. Yeah, I don't know why this got enter your question. That's weird. And you can also get a 60-minute reading. If you want a 1-hour reading, use that 20% off if you got it, because that's going to give you a lot off of that 60-minute reading. That's $150. So that coupon code will be good up until the full moon that's coming up on the 19th of February. Okay. All righty then. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Love and light.